This is the angular flat brush that you can use for creating different designs. So I will use some colors. To create, for example, some flowers with this angular brush. Usually with this angular brush you can create lines and shapes that vary in thickness and coverage. You can fill in corners. You can reach small areas with the tip of the brush, and you can cover lots of space. Because it is slanted, it is angular, you can create, for example, flower designs. Like this, or you can create, putting it the other way around, you can create flower designs. And you can also create designs such as wavy lines. Different shapes of designs. And because the brush is flat, you can also create very thin lines. So this is the angular flat brush. You can of course create some wide cover some wide areas with this brush, and you can also make angles because of this angular brush. And you see the number of the brush here. This is a 10. So this is the angular flat brush, and these are some of the designs that you can create using this type of brush. In this video I will show you how to use the flat brush. This brush, as you can see, is flat and square. It is used for far wide strokes with a lot of paint coverage. It is used for filling white spaces. The edge is used for fine lines, and it can also be used for varnishing. If you make, for example, decorative objects, you can also use this type of brush for varnishing. But let's see what kind of designs you can make with this type of flat brush. And you can also make the stem. Using the edge of the brush, so you can draw fine lines using the edge of the brush. You can also make different designs. You can cover white spaces with this brush, and you can also make angles because of the angular shape of the brush. So these are some of the designs that you can create using the flat brush. In this video I will show you how to use the fan brush to create different designs. Usually the fan brush is used for creating skies, for creating grass, shrubbery, trees, clouds, for feathering, for smoothing, and for blending backgrounds. The name of the brush comes from the fact that it looks like a fan. So now let's begin making some designs with the fan brush. So you can make grass, trees or shrubs using this type of brush. But you can also make different types of lines. Like this. So it is a very versatile type of brush. You can use it for different types of designs. And of course now you can also make a stem to the tree that I've created using the fan brush. But for the stem I will use another type of brush, the round brush. So I will also make a stem to the tree. So with the fan brush you can create shrubs, grass or trees. And of course you can use it for blending the backgrounds and creating the skies, smoothing and feathering. So this is the fan brush, and these are the designs that you can create with this fan brush. As you can see, the dimension of the fan brush appears on the brush here. It is a 4. In this video I will show you how to use the round brush in order to paint. The round brush is used for details, for sketching, for outlining, for filling in small areas, and for drawing thick and thin lines. On the handle you can see the dimension of the brush. Let's take some color and make some designs. So you can create thin lines or you can create thick lines. You can create different wavy lines. You can create very thin lines like this. And you can make also designs such as the design of a flower. So the brush can be used for different purposes. You can create different types of designs using this brush. This is the round brush. In this video I will show you how to use the liner brush, which is a very fine brush. You can see the dimension of the brush written on this brush. And as you can see, the brush is very fine, and this liner brush is used for details. You can create fine details. You can create letters, numbers, or write words, and you can make short strokes using this type of liner brush. Let's take some color and let's see if I can make and make short strokes. You can make short strokes and fine details using this liner brush. So it's a very fine brush for details. In this video I will show you how to use the pointed round brush. So this is the pointed round brush. The brush can be used for fine details, for lines, for delicate areas, for spotting, and for retouching. So let's take some color and see what kind of designs can be made. So you can draw very fine lines. You can make dots. Or you can make other designs. Different other designs. You can make wider lines. So you can make different designs using the pointed round brush. In this video I will show you how to use the pointed silicone rubber brush. As you can see, it is made of rubber, of silicone rubber, in order to create different decorations for your paintings, for your decorative items that you make. You can create, for example, a flower by dipping the brush into different colors . And you can create, for example, a flower, and I will show you how you can create a flower very easily. Again, I will dip the brush into colors, and I will also add the yellow color. And I continue making the next petal. And I'll make another petal over here. Like this. And like this you have created a flower simply using this silicone rubber brush, the pointed silicone rubber brush. Of course, you can also create lines to decorate your paintings or clay items or other decorative items that you make. You can make small dots. I'll clean first of all the brush in order to add the color. Let's take red, for example, because it's more visible. You can create small dots using this brush. Like this, you can make small dots to decorate the items that you make. You can draw lines. You can draw wider lines. You can make different decorations with this pointed silicone rubber brush. So you can make different types of designs. In this video I will show you how to use the silicone rubber brush, the flat silicone rubber brush, in order to paint. You can create, for example, a simple model by putting the plastic sheet like that and by adding the color, applying the color using the silicone rubber brush. This way, and after you have applied the color, you can lift the plastic and you have created the shape that you wanted to create. You can also create wide lines, but you can also create narrow lines. Using the silicone brush. So if you want to create abstract decorations, you can use this brush. Alternatively, you can create decorations such as a flower, for example. By using this flat kind of brush. So you can create decorations using the silicone rubber brush, the flat brush. And of course there are other types of silicone brushes which create different shapes. In this video I will show you how to use the painting knives in order to create abstract decorations for your paintings. As you can see, there are different types of knives. These are just two examples. This one is pointed, this one has these teeth here. And with each type of knife you can create different designs. So let's begin. You can, for example, create lines. But you can also create different other abstract shapes. And you can also use the other type of knife to make different designs. So if you dip the knife into color, you can create different patterns. So the knives are very practical if you want to create abstract designs on your paintings. In In this video I will show you how to use a sponge in order to paint or to decorate items that you create. For example, if you create clay items, you can decorate them using a sponge. So you can also use a plastic shape like this, and if you dip the sponge into colors, you can create different shapes, decorative shapes. This way. Now you can lift the shape and you have created starfish. Of course, you can also create different other decorations using the sponge. If you want to decorate a larger surface, you can use the sponge to create the decoration, but you can also create wider lines, abstract designs using the sponge. So there are different designs that you can create with a sponge. In this case, this sponge was also sold with a handle, but you can use a simple household item such as the sponge that you use in the kitchen, and you cut just a bit of that sponge and you can use it in order to decorate your paintings or other decorative items that you create. In this video I will show you how to use a cotton swab in order to create decoration on your clay items. If you create clay items, or if you paint, you can use the cotton swab to make flowers on your painting. Or you can create a bunch of round flowers. Using the cotton swab. Now, after you have created the flowers, you will probably have to add the stem, but for the stem you have to use a normal brush. Like this, and you will also have to add a stem to the other flower. So you can use a normal household item, a cotton swab, to create flowers to decorate your paintings or other decorative items that you create. In this video I will show you how to use some normal tissue paper to create an abstract design for your paintings. So you take the tissue and you fold it this way, and after you have folded the tissue paper, you dip the paper into the color and you can start making some abstract designs. Then you can take another color and you take the tissue paper, dip it into the color and add some more designs to the surface that you want to decorate. And like this you can mix your colors the way you like using simple household items such as the tissue paper, and you can create some very beautiful abstract designs. In this video I will show you how to use a simple household item such as a toothbrush to create a painting. So if you put the color on your toothbrush, you can make different designs. And you can also use the toothbrush to splash the color on the surface that you want to decorate.